For this exercise, I'll be using the building in a datasets geodatabase, RSC underscore building. Yeah, let's see the attributes table to let's see the records it has in that table. You can see that it has the name field, a double click to sort. It has staff quarters and some good names that we'll be using to label a feature, right? So to do that, we can right click on the RS building from our content page and click on label. Right. So from our content, you can also right click, you can see the label properties. Yeah, right. This is one way to access the label properties. You can also go to our labeling tab here, click on the labeling tab. You're also going to see some functions we can carry out on our RSC building feature. So you can get it either way, either from the label, you can get the labeling properties from the labeling tab or direct clicking on the feature. Currently, our label is on because we selected the labeling from the feature. Yeah, I can toggle it off here. If I click on this icon here, see it has gone off, bring it back. Nice. We can also change the fields we want to label our features with. You can label using the location field. See, it changes to PG hostels, offices. I'll take it back to name. We can carry out some default settings. In this section, we have in beyond and out beyond. We use this to control the visibility range. The in beyond tells us the minimum scale or the minimum zoom level. Yeah, the minimum scale at which we will zoom in and no longer see features displayed. You understand? So I'll reduce my in beyond to be 500. And why the add beyond tells us the maximum zoom level at which once we exceed that, we won't see any labels on our features. So for currently our add beyond is set at 5,000, while in beyond is 500. So currently you see we are less than 500. Label is still showing. Let me zoom in to see. Let me see 300. So once I got to 300, I no longer see any label displayed because our in beyond is set at 500. Same similar to that. If I go back to say 550, oh yeah, below that it comes up. The same thing. But when I zoom in and like see it says 7,000, it's because it's beyond the out beyond. It's no longer visible. But if I zoom into 5,000, it's showing for 3 2, it's going to show. But let's say I make this 5,100. You see, reverse goes off. So we can use this to control our labeling. If you have multiple features on map environment or map campus set. So currently I've set them as 0. I don't want to clear the limits on both of them. I don't want any visibility range set. They also have a text symbol we can select from the default text symbol given to us here, for the letters, depending on what we want. I've selected the boundary that is showing. These are like predefined text already given to us by the software. We can edit this to preference. Currently, this the boundary or the platform is using a Cobel and italics. Just to change it to bold, depending on if you like bold or italics, whichever. I can change the font color. Yeah, I already have predefined colors I set here. So prior to this recording, let's change the font style, you know, the font size. Right, I can change the font size here. And currently, I would use the. I'll just go with the. Um, Let me use this. Yes. So we have label placement here. Can use basic. Can use horizontal. Um, So yeah, remove duplicates. For example, in cases where we have for in cases that have multiple names, like we have here prior to this time. Let's say if I check this and identify here, let me use the identify to check that. Okay, explore. If I click on this feature, you see that it also has the name EDC, each of these, but because we have in our labeling, I selected remove duplicates. You're no longer seeing the extra EDC or in these other building footprints. Same thing. This is telling us label one per feature. So you're seeing them displayed here because it has not labeled each feature. If I select this other one, remove duplicates, find that it just labels it using just one of the labels here. If you click on this drop down, you're going to see some extra features here under the symbols section. We have the appearance, positioning, same thing. We can change the font size, the text, the the font style, the colors, yeah, the appearance, then the position. We can select if we want it to be aligned to the left or middle or right, whichever, or justify whichever you want. I can control that using that if you want it to be placed at certain offsets. You can do that. If you want to rotate the size, the text size at a particular angle, you can also do that. You can also use the holo currently, so it has given us by default. We have the holo fill also selected because we selected the LAN platform, the style. No, sorry. Okay. So shadows, I can add shadow callouts and so on. Currently, I have just my name field by using the name field to label building. Let's say we want to use another field. We can use either of these languages, the Arcade, VBScript, JavaScript, or Python. So to learn more how to do that, you click on learn more about label expression. You see different ways you could label, just label. So let's say I want the name of the field and the area also underneath. So I will select this one. So to do that in Arcade, this like sample, just copy this, right? So currently I have my name, or paste what I copied, or already have the name, yeah, plus text formatting, dot new line. Then I have feature address, but we don't have addresses, so I'll change this to area. Verify that it's working. Yes, the expression is valid, then apply. You see, I have my name and the area underneath. But you can see that the area is, sorry, I want to change this to 3 decimal place, so I will use the round function. And I want to decimal place. Let me verify if it's working. Yeah, it's working. Apply, see, so I can say okay plus. I also want to add the the units for the area. Say meters, right? Let's see if this works. Verify it's valid. All right. So you see, you can do multiple things. We've labeled our building using arcade language. Let's repeat the same thing for using AV scripts, right? So I'll go to the file, yeah, AV scripts. So she use the BBCRLF and the address. We'll try this out and see how this will play out. So I'll copy this hello function there, language. So I want my name and area. Just if this works fine, apply. See, the same thing. Could also use the I could also use the uh, VB new line function. VB new line. See, the same thing carries out the same function. All right. Now let's repeat the same exercise using Python. To go to our text, go to our text, select the Python naming convention. So you see, Python uses plus, VBScript uses and, Arcade uses plus. Copy. Yeah. So plus. All right. Let me see. Okay. Copy this function here. Right. Status. Sorry. So to do it in Python, yes, I'll replace that with that. Okay. So I'll use name plus hmm, is this not working? Let's see. Why is my dog giving me issues? So how come? All right, so we've succeeded in labeling our feature using the arcade function. Let's try repeating the same labeling using the VB script. For VB scripts, we'll use the AND operand to concatenate the fields. We have a name field, and I'm going to introduce a function called VB, VB new line. Let's test that. Yes, it's valid. Let's see how it works. Uh, some, let me send this. Oh, okay, let me start again. So name is and VB new line and function again. Parent here is valid. Let's see how it works. Okay, so oh my God. See, something's wrong somewhere. Oh, sorry. Yep. F FVB. Ah, that's a- Okay. Okay. Um, it's stop. All right. So we've labeled our building feature using the arcade language. Let's duplicate the same thing. Let's repeat the same labeling style using the VB script. So what I'll do is I want my name of the features, and I'll use this script VB new line and the area. Verify expression is valid. Yeah. So yep. All right. So this is going to look like. So we can now centralize the label by using this function to make it align properly. And if we want, we can also add like a halo around that feature. So currently it's 0. Halo size can make it 1. Yeah, to make it more appealing. All right. So that is how we label a feature. So I want to label the routes, some of the routes we have around study area. Let's say I want to label this road. We have some major routes here. Ferry Road, Magic Road, Low Passenger Road, Woji Road. Right. So we would like the same thing, go to select already the layer has been toggled on, has been highlighted. You can see some of the names on the road. I can select any default symbol here. That's a major road. Let's see how this looks. That's nice. Let's see if there's any other road. Okay, so I'll leave it. I'll make do with the major road here. Highlighted. Currently, the label is on the road. So from the label placement, I can select the basic line, curved on line, curved on line. If it's for like normally use this if it's like a stream or a river feature that is curved. Yeah. we can increase the functionality to say if we want it to be above the line or below the line, like what we highlighted here. So the label can either be either above or below the line. But let's say if we want it on the line, like this, like our base map here, I can select on the line, title of this. Just want the labels, yeah. So let me change the color so we will know which one is from the layer and the one that is from the base map. Yeah. So so currently see aroma close it's on the line. Amount streets is on the line. Okay, follow passenger bypass it's on the line. If you want that, then same thing can remove all duplicates or only the part feature. I prefer using this remove all duplicates. Right. Conflict resolution. Yeah. You can also set this to check if you want it to be, if you want other features to overlap, you know, this property, and I like that also. Um, also select horizontal if you want your label to be at an angle, but or 180 degrees, yeah, or parallel, curved, perpendicular, whichever. I think the curved worked well for us. It's okay. Mm, yeah, I think that's all for line feature. Let's use RSC features. Turn on the label football field. I can use um, super points of interest. You see, different point style or symbol style depending on what you want this. Mm, okay, so you can select anyone you want here and modify it to your taste. Yeah, right. Yeah, formatting. I see the word spacing for this is 100%, letter spacing 99. I can use say 15. See, just shrunk the labels a bit. I can leave it at 5 if I want. Right. I can also reduce the word spacing to say time. Now, I'll leave it at 100. Good. Letter width. You can choose any default label here, your choice, then modify it to your taste. Change the color. I want the outline color to be a little touch of gray and this to be like that dark. I need it to be a little dark gray, yeah, 60% gray. Yeah. So you see, then I can reduce the size to say 7 or 8. Okay, now let's see now. Oh, this means so the same thing for the point feature. We can modify it to your taste. I know that you also have position if you want to be where you want it to be. If you want it to be on the top of the point like this, do you want it to be offset at a certain angle? Now you can select from this, and there you have different imperative charts here. So let's say I want my default to be one. and 2. Alright, you see. So by default, number one, I want it at 90 degrees. Okay. So it's you can manage the settings the way you want. The same thing, complete resolution. You can also select which layer overlaps which, and if you want other layers to also be to show before this the particular level in question. If you want other level to be above it, now that you can select the weights here, the legal weights and the feature weights. And if you want to also place overlapping labels on it, so you can select that. Right.